Hi, it's Melissa at Messy Missy Creates. Welcome. I'm going to try to do, I haven't done this in a while, collage calendar or sticker calendar as I was calling it. I had thoughts, and that's where I usually go wrong. I have thoughts. Let me get situated here. Sorry about that. I have seen Lydia at February and June do this in one book. Last year I was doing it as an added page into my journal, like in the front or in the back. And this year I really wanted to try it in one, all the months together. So I went off on this hunt for a calendar like this, and I found one. I got a late start with it. Obviously, it's April, but I got this one from the Dollar Tree. It's just got a really cheap, cheesy plastic cover. I'm going to take it off, and I took it off in the store, and I saw that it had just this kind of brown craft paper cardstock cover, and I really liked that. And I thought it would be fun to maybe piece together a collage on it as the year progresses. So I thought that would be fun. And let me see if I can scoot you in just a hair. Okay. I don't want to scoot you in too much because when I open it up, it looks like it's just in the frame. So there's a lot of extra pages in this, and I don't know if I'm going to use them. Obviously, I have not done January, February, or March yet, but you got to start somewhere, right? Now, I have my journals for those months. I can go back. So you'll see that it has the actual monthly view, and then it has the daily or weekly view. And I had been keeping my notes in a separate little thing like this, because this is easy. I can throw it in my purse. But I may or may not, because this is more writing room, so I may or may not use this. I can't believe I haven't used it already. It took me until about mid-February to find this, because they were scarce at that point, and I just didn't get started. And I've been running behind. I've been chasing my tail all year, actually. So I wanted to get started with April. Now, I take my numbers. I've already cut some of them out, but this is what it looks like when I do the print to size app that I talk about, and it lets you take any photo and scale it up or down as much as you want. Well, obviously you can't go over the size of the paper that you have, but it lets you shrink or expand it to whatever size you want. So if you have printables, even I have some of, like Lydia's printables, I can shrink and enlarge those as much as I want. And I even did my little houses smaller so that they would fit in the little squares. This one I had to reprint because I printed the numbers a little bit too big. But I did, I'm going to use this Monday, these days of the week down here. And let's see, starting with Monday. I did them twice. The first ones were just a hair too big. So I did it a little bit smaller. And I cut out enough so that you didn't have to sit there and watch me cut out all. I did 1 through 10. And then I did, so I didn't waste paper, I did some little other clip art that I knew I would need. And did some little minis. So when I do these calendars, when I print my clip art or my printables for things that I know I'm going to use, like this magazine where I was cutting out magazines, I go ahead and print a little smaller one. They're usually about a 1/2 inch tall or something like that. Even when I was drawing my own calendars, my squares were about 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. So, but I wanted this way, not only so that I'd have it all in one book, but also I thought, well, I don't have to measure and draw the lines, right? So, these squares are not quite 1 3/4 inches, but a little over 1/2 inch. I mean, 1.5 inches. and they're about the same, so they are square. So anyway, we have a little bit of space to work with, and I had some scrap papers. I didn't think to cut out these. I apologize for that. But I was thinking, I did cut, because it takes a little while. When those numbers are that small, they're only like 3/4 of an inch tall or wide or whatever. And it does take me a little bit of extra time to cut those out because they are a little harder. So I went ahead and cut those out. You're welcome. So anyway, but I did not think to do these. And I don't have a whole lot of time today. So, and I really want to get this done. Now, I have not decided if I'm going to, put washi tape over that. I did design an April, for the front of my journal, and I ran out of ink. So I was waiting on the ink to come. And so I haven't printed that off yet. I may not change that month and year. If it bothers me that it's not cuter, then I might when my ink comes. But, well, my ink actually just came, but I don't have time to change it out and reprint it and all that good stuff. So I just wanted to get the video made before I have to head out. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I like the teal. It's fine. So I think I'm just going to glue those over that like that. I think that's my plan. Can you see okay? Let's see. I cut these in 1.5 inch strip or something like that. I thought I would do something like this. I don't know if that's going to make that too busy. And I can certainly cut these down into individual squares if I choose to. But I had like some scrap pieces. This is still from where I was making cards and things like that. So I'm still trying to use up some of my spring and Easter scrap. Let's see. I think I kind of like that. I don't know. Maybe I do want to cut them in individual. What I had done in the past, you really can't see the date on that though. Let me see if another number would show up better. Well, that one's yellow. It might not. Yeah, I can see it okay. So, anyway, here's my numbers. So, I don't have to put a piece of paper down. I can just cover the number like that. I can put some washi tape on it. I guess I am going to have to get a little creative. I didn't think about that. You know, the best plans, you haven't thought them all the way through, right? So, I see this little piece of polka dot paper too. So, I might... Oh, what I started to say a minute ago was I had, in previous months, if you're not new here and you saw me do my calendars for last year, I mostly used marker, but I had drawn my own, so I didn't already have numbers on them. And I certainly, there's no reason that I couldn't leave those numbers on there, but at least I don't have to start from scratch with drawing the calendar. So it's really all about just decorating. So as much as I thought I would do them in blocks, I think I'm going to cut them. Let's see, how precise do I want to get with that? Well, let me see. I cut the strips. I do want them to fit the square. So, you know what? I could sit here and fiddle with them all day, or I can just go ahead and get out the trimmer and do it this way and be done with it. So, I want them, I think, a little over 1.5 inches. Or, yeah, I've got it just over 1.5 inches. And that should be exactly right for that little square. Yeah. Now, this particular day, I'm going to have plenty to fill the square. I need one of my little houses. I'm not going to go ahead and glue in all of my numbers at one time. I'm not, because sometimes on the calendars, I don't want them necessarily all in the same spot. I don't necessarily like them, well, I was going to say in my journal pages, I don't like them all in the same spot, but 98% of the time, I'm going to have them in the top left. That's where my eye wants to see it. But on this calendar, there are times, especially on like the weekend. Now, what I don't like about this calendar is the Saturday and Sunday are separated, because I would have, when I was drawing it, I did Saturday and Sunday together, mainly so that I could, yeah, I like those. Mainly so that I could, if we went out of town or we did something all weekend, I could treat it as one big square. So that was kind of my reasoning for doing that. Now, I did not find a calendar that had Saturday and Sunday together, and it really was hard for me to get used to starting a week on a Monday anyway. So I think for the sake of simplicity, I can just deal with Saturday and Sunday being separated. I really, when I was looking for calendars, my husband had brought one home, and that's what gave me the idea to do it with a calendar. But it had, oh, I have it sitting here. It's spiral bound though, and I didn't want it spiral bound. I wanted to be able to glue straight across. And I liked that the binding in this did not cut across a day. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to put washi underneath those. I think I like them the way they are. I think I'm just going to glue them down. And I don't have to do every month the same way. I am not bound to that by any means. So, but I thought I would just at least get it set up. Maybe get a day or two done. I am kind of flying by the seat of my pants. So I don't have a definite plan, but other than getting the weekdays on here and maybe some papers on the squares, and then just see what I have. That is not centered, but it wants to stay there, so we're going to let it stay there. Yeah. So I thought I would just come on and bring you along for the at least the initial setup part. And I wish I had thought to cut these out when I was cutting out the numbers, but I did not. Did not. This Wednesday is a little smaller. It appears a little smaller than the rest of them. We will see. I don't know if it's a longer word or... Well, I mean, it's surely longer than like Friday or whatever. I hope that covers. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Wednesday, Thursday. And I did not get particular about what colors I was using. I just printed a strip from my printables and did not make sure that I did make sure there wasn't duplicate colors, but some of them were really close. Like this is orange and that's yellow, and you can barely tell the difference between them. So, and they're side by side, so that doesn't help. And then Friday and Saturday both look purple, and they are. Ooh, it is so windy here still. We had really bad storms yesterday. And we were under tornado warnings and all that, flood warnings all day. And Everything was closed. The schools were closed. The transit, like buses and all that, were closed. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff closed yesterday. Like, you know, non-essential stuff. And it didn't get, I mean, it got rough where we live, but it wasn't, nothing was damaged, but it's still very windy today, and that was what prompted me, because I hear some tin flapping around out in the wind. One of the sheds that has a tin roof obviously has a piece that lifted yesterday, and I hear it flapping. Okay, so got those cut out. That didn't take too long. That wasn't too painful. Let's see, Wednesday, let's cover it. Well, that doesn't want to move. Once it's on there, it's on there. And Thursday and Friday. So, I've seen more of y'all doing these. I've seen several people doing these that I hadn't seen do them before. And I think that's really neat. I initially saw Allison at AJ's Inspired Life and Lydia at February and June. That's who inspired me to start doing it. That's who I saw do it. And now I think there's even a few more people that are doing it. Okay, so also, like this paper, I can take and flip it, like tip it in. I have not quite figured out how to address, I mean, obviously I don't need a bunch of tip-ins on the calendar. There might be a day or two here and there that I need, you know, some extra room. But this was kind of a chill day. I journaled and I was at home. So just for fun, we're going to go ahead and put that little piece of paper down. And I'm going to put the number on top of it. I'm going to use this little house. Like that. And my little number up here. I got to glue it all down still. And then I journaled. And I did some gardening, things like that. Once upon a time when I was doing this regularly, I had, and I did not really check to make sure that I had, I have this whole pocket full of minis, what I called minis, like activities and journals and things like that. See, like here's a little journal, I can use that. I was gonna look to see if I had one of, I do, one of February and June's journals. I have a big one. Let me see, I've got all her little, oh, here's one. It might be too big for this little page though, seeing how I have that big old house on there. I know that the idea of this was to use stickers. That was my original, you know, reasoning for doing it. And yeah, that was my original reason, to use up some of my small stickers. And I ended up not using as many stickers as I do printouts or printables, things that I print. Let me see if all this is going to fit on here, because I very well might need to tip that in, and in which case I need to glue something up here. Let me see if I have, yay washi. Oh, you know what? I have packed up some of my stuff. I'm going to be journaling on the go this weekend. This is my thin washi. I just want to pet dogs and drink coffee. You know, that is me. Well, I just want to pet bunnies and drink coffee. God, I was looking to see if I had any of these little thin tapes that would work. I don't like a lot of the sayings on those. Now, I have this hot pink thin. I was trying not to... This doesn't match the... what do you call it? The paper? Is that what I'm trying to say? Here is some with just coffee and teacups, and this is like the next size up width-wise. What I'm thinking is, now I was not planning on having a tip-in on here. Let me see, did I cut that too? Nope, it's fine. And I can do that because that Sunday, that day is not used. And then I think that if I put this washi on the inside, it may cover up that number 1. Oh, I think I cut that too long. I did. Cut it too long. I think it's still too long. Okay. But it did cover up the 1. So that works. Now I still have, I might should just not worry about it. I should just add my stickers and be done with it. I think I'm going to put the house on the front and the number 1 on the front. Awkward silence while I concentrate. Here's the number 1. There we go. Oh, I stuck it on it where it ran over, but that's okay. And to put that and that, I might put that on the outside. I think I have some little, yes I do. Yes I do. And if I look at my journal page for that day, now I haven't done my writing. That's what I'm taking with me. And see, I used this image and I had a little mini. I used the house. I didn't put a TV on there. I need to maybe shrink down and make some small peppers if I want to put that on there. And then I did a journal with me video. So that represents that I did the video. And anyway, now once I get into this and get going with it again, I will dig out more of my stickers and use some of them. And it takes me a while, especially doing this on a video. I don't know my sticker packs well enough, and it takes me some fumbling around in stickers. Uh-oh. Man, that's tiny. I moved my trash can and it's throwing me off here. I'm going to put, well, you're going to take the cap off the glue. That helps. I'm going to put her out front of the house watering. And then I will put the journal here. I'm trying to cover up that writing if you didn't catch that. And it's just a little mini representation of what you did during your day. And so that covers up most of those writing. And then if I come up with some little peppers or a sticker I can look for a sticker. I don't have to do, I have a certain amount of time, and when that time is up, I have to stop the video. So, because my husband will be home shortly, and he's like, be ready to go. I'm like, okay, but I want to make a video. I'm going to see if there's any, because I haven't printed a small one of, well, there's a pepper, but it's a pretty big pepper. Chickens. That's a little pepper, but it's part of a big strip. I just skipped a bunch of pages. I realized that. But see, this is what, when I first started doing this, harvest list, harvest list, harvest list. When I first started doing this, I thought, you know, I struggle to use all these small stickers, all the really small stickers in these packs. And I don't know, it just gave me an excuse to play with stickers. Now, I could have used like this watering can, but I did have that one already. I have one more garden sticker book. Okay, if you design stickers for one of these sticker companies, we need more peppers. Let me see. I think here's a smaller bell pepper. Did I actually plant? Let me reference my... I think I planted peppers that day. Yes, I planted peppers. So that warrants a decent sized sticker. So there we go. Now, if I had done that differently, I could have put... It's not going to let me peel that sticker up. I would have put the pepper down here, and that would have covered up more of that writing. It just said April Fool's Day. I don't have anything to do with April Fool's Day. I don't like to be fooled, and I don't fool other people. I mean, there have been times, but, you know. But anyway, so that's my day one. And I have a few more minutes, literally a few more minutes. And so I thought I might do... I did some drawing on day two, and I'm looking. I also have, if I want, I have some of this, and see, I can cut this right here. It's just music paper that I dyed, and that covers the, now, again, I don't have lines. I mean, you'll be able to see most of the lines, but I think I'm going to glue that down. That covers the 2 and the 3. So I think I kind of like that. Let me get... And then I don't have to worry about covering the entire box. I just need the, I need the 2 and the 3 covered. And it just gives a pretty little background. I think I started to say twice now, and I don't know that I finished it. I had, when I was drawing my own and starting from scratch, there was a point to that. Wow, I just totally forgot what I was going to say. It'll come back to me in a minute. In a minute. Or maybe it won't. It might be gone forever. Gone. So Tuesday the 2nd, I had did another video. Where's mine? My scissors. Yeah, I have no clue as to what I was about to say. Well, and I've stopped, and I've started and stopped that a couple times. But it's gone. That thought is gone. So I have that. And I don't have that much to put on there. Oh, I worked on my drawings, on my printables. So this one, I did not draw this, but I do want to draw something of my own This is, I'm in a group called the Art Makers Club, and it's run by Lisa at Bardo Brush. And it's for this particular art program, digital art. And anyway, she came up with the art club, the Art Makers Club. And so I'm a part of that club. And yeah, so that was one of her little drawings that she did, and I like that because it represents drawing on my iPad. There we go. And if I end up wanting to come back and put something else, I could. I don't know if I'm going to worry about separating, like drawing a line here, or maybe I put some washi tape or something. I don't know. I know that I have a couple of thin washies that don't have, I mean, you can still see the line here, but I don't dislike that. Let me see if I like that. I don't know, maybe. Or maybe I want to give myself more space for the third. Don't know. I don't have to make that decision right this very second. So I have the second represented. The third, let me get the number glued on. Man, that's driving me crazy that I can't remember what I was going to say. It had to do with, yeah, see, I went over the line a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to worry about doing the line in the box or not. If I am, I need to move that. I'm just going to put it over here just for giggles, just to be different, just because I can. There we go. 2, 3. I volunteered that day. I have lots of little, I didn't even look to see what all I had. I don't know if I have a little volunteer one or not. Some of them were still attached to the bigger, like when I printed a bigger one, I started printing a small one right next to it so that I would have it to use. I need to really go through some of these and refill them now that I have more ink. Oh, that was when we were watching Ted Lasso. That's funny. I wish they hadn't stopped that. I wish they'd come back. Oh, you know what? I think they did add another season, and you know what? I don't think we watched it. Huh. We waited and waited for them to come out with another season. No, yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Okay, so I don't have... Oh, wait, that wasn't the right envelope. I don't think. Yeah, it was. Okay, so I need to print out some more of the ones that... Can y'all hear that tin? Oh, here we go. I found it. I'm making a mess. This does at times feel like double the work. Now, I'm sure that like everything else, I complicate this more than it needs to be. Okay, that is my goal in life, apparently, you know, with everything, is you got to be good at something, right? And I'm good at complicating things. So, it would help. I have my journal right here, and it would help. All I have to do is look. Okay, I did that one. Oh, I should have used that little one, but I like that one. It's cute, and I found it, and it was right there. So, Oh, the little baby chicks, but I'm not going to shrink that down. Oh, tomato plants. I need to print a smaller one of those because I think I was up potting. Oh, that's the day I brought the man home from the store, the stranger. That was the day I brought him home from the store and, yeah, gave him some tomato plants. And then I started selling some of my extras after that. And, yeah, a little pizza. Surely I can find a little pizza sticker for that day. I want to shrink down this farmer's market printable of Lydia's. And I need to print out some little tomatoes. But that one, I can put... yeah, I'm going to put it to the right. And it covers up that white space a little bit more. And then, yeah, I'm going to put it down here. Then that still leaves me the option of coming down here with that piece of washi tape if I want. I'm not sure if I want to do it per square. I feel like if I do it on this side, I'm going to have to do it on this side. And I don't want to do that. If it makes my eye happy, because I have green and yellow. I had that little teal one somewhere. I just had it. I've got that kind of greenish teal and black and white polka dot. And lots of little polka dots. I actually think I like this one better. I don't know where oh, right here. That's the one that I had. Let me see what this looks like. And because my plan for doing this is if I didn't have much to put on Tuesday, I could shrink it and then make Wednesday larger. And that's why I don't want to predate all of them. It would be easier if they were predated, but I apparently have crafting commitment issues. I don't have commitment issues in my other life because, well, I've been married 28 years and I have a 17-year-old car. And I don't turn in my phone until it just won't work anymore. So I don't think I have commitment issues. I think it's just when it comes to crafting. Well, A, it's crooked. Okay, that's a little better. And it randomly runs over the... I'm thinking I want it cut right at the edge of that little piece of paper. I cut it too short, but that's okay. We will cover it up with a sticker or something. I can live with that. It's all right. It's not bad. It's just decorative, right? Maybe once I get the rest of them filled in. But what else do we have? That was the 3rd. Do I have... What did we say we had on the 4th? Oh, the farmer's market, which I don't have. I do have that one. And I think I have that one. Let me look in my garden. Yep. There she is. She's really little. Oh, no, there she is. Yeah, some of these I printed off way too little. But, I don't know. If I had known that I was going to do this way and prefer it to stickers, it would have saved me a lot of money on sticker packs. Of course, I already had some of the stickers anyway. I can't just leave that there. I've got to do something with the... Oh. Let me see. I have... What do I have? I have some Poscas. I'm wondering if the Poscas will cover. This is the thinnest Posca. This is one of the thick black chisel tip ones. Okay. Well, it covers it. I don't particularly care for it, but it covers it. I might want to go ahead and do that all the way across. Man, I can hear that tin. It is just flinging. At least make it look like it's purposeful and not just a random little dot on a... And then I can go back up and I can cover part of it. Does that make sense? Even if it doesn't cover up it, because some of these little pieces wouldn't have covered up the original number. Let me find, this is 4. I don't want to have to put the paper down for all of them. Some of them I have markers and I just like highlighters, and I highlighted some of them. That's kind of a blue. Let's see, let me dig in. Oh, I love this one. This is like my favorite highlighter. It just puts some color on the background. This is a Stabilo Boss marker or highlighter. And I love this color. I think this is like fluorescent red. And I do apologize for the boo-boo on my hand. I did mean to put a Band-Aid on it before I started filming. I have a couple of gouges. I lost a battle with a rose bush the other day, and it got me pretty good. Okay, that does not match at all. I can always cover it with washi or paper. Like I said, I am just literally flying by the seat of my pants here. Went to the farmer's market. Had a doctor's appointment and went to, yeah. I don't have half of what I need for that one. So, that is okay. Let me see if I have, let's see what else I do have in here. I have lightning. I can use that for yesterday. Cleaning day, phone call, oh, visiting Miss Sue, craft cart. I have all kinds of stuff, but not what I need. Oh, this says garden day, though. No, it doesn't. That's cleaning. Vacuuming day, grocery shopping day, meal prep. Those are all Lydia's. Oh, I have that yard sale I can use for Saturday. Yeah. If we ever make it to Saturday. How long have I been on here? Okay. I probably need to cut this short, but I just wanted to get it started with you. And yeah, I do not like those colors. They just like randomly stick out like a sore thumb. I don't like the black with it, but I knew that a highlighter wasn't going to cover that number. So there, that will cover it. See, now I can just highlight behind that for sure. And I have an absolute mess. An absolute mess. Oh, I know what I can do. Of course, I might not want to stick another sticker on here until I fix that. I don't know if I like that. Oh, I was going to look to see if I had any washi that would cover. This would kind of match that bright color. That would match that a little bit. Oh, and I appreciate y'all's response to the printables and all of that. Y'all are wonderful. Oop, I got all twisted up. So I think I can cover up most of that black. Let me put it a little closer to the edge here. Oh, I just went ahead and went all the way to the crease. Okay. While she fixes everything, it's like crafting, it's like duct tape for crafts, right? While she fixes everything. You can still see it, but that's okay. And then we have this little blue 4. Oh, I almost got my squirt bottle. What am I looking for? My glue stick. Yeah. And then I have these tomatoes. This tomato sticker right here. And this was the day that I listed the tomatoes for sale. That was what the significance of the tomatoes. Now this is kind of a bigger sticker. Oh, and it's clear. That was the other reason. Shoot. Okay, normally clear stickers would be a good thing. What did I say I had that day? Yeah, this is going to take up the majority of the space. Do I like that? Not against that hot pink. That might not have been the right color to choose. I forget that some of these stickers are clear, and you know, a lot of times you want them to be clear, and that's a good thing, but not in this case. Not today. But anyway, okay, now I know I have to go. I can't finish that now. I might do behind that yard sale blue, and that would look much better than my other one. But anyway, I do have to run. My husband's gonna be home in just a few minutes, and I need to be ready to go. So it was fun. I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. I know we didn't get a whole lot done, but yeah, that was kind of I just wanted to get started, and I wanted to bring you along, and I hope that you play along. It's really fun. I just got to get back into the practice of doing it. And yeah, I think that'll be fun. And I'd love to see yours if you do them or do any journaling and you have a YouTube channel or an Instagram or anything like that. Let me know in the comments because I'd love to see what you're making. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.